Hey everybody, we're Brandy and Ryan Koch.
Welcome to the Kennedy Koch Show on Live Like Locals TV,
where we're going to take you all around Savannah and show you some of our favorite oddities.
So let's go.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Kennedy Koch Show. Today we are at one of the coolest places I've ever been in Savannah. Seriously, it's like an undisclosed
This is our first time here.
treasure.
Yeah, so I've never seen this place, so it is one of the coolest places.
At
Yeah.
Film Biz Recycling and Prop Shop with the lovely president, Miss Samita Wolf. Thank you for joining us.
How's it going, Samita?
Hey guys.
This is quite the place you got here. First and foremost, first time. Yeah.
Super
Thanks for
fun
coming.
setup. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what is Film Biz Recycling and Prop Shop? What is the overall? You have a mission statement.
We are.
Maybe we should
Tell us
start
what
with
you
that.
do
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
Okay. We are a nonprofit.
Verbatim. No, I'm just playing.
Like we should have put it over there.
Yeah.
We are an environmental nonprofit. We take donations from the film industry and also just local citizens or whatever. We divide it into 3 categories: rentals, which is the things you see around
Everything
here.
around us here.
Yeah.
That area.
We have a little bit of retail stuff that we'll do like a yard sale whenever we get enough stuff to do that. And then we donate a bunch of other stuff to other charities around town. So nothing goes to waste.
And the environmental aspect about it is that you're keeping a lot of the stuff out of the landfill.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a huge, important thing.
This organization won an EPA award in 2014.
Wow.
For
Sorry,
dirty-
I gotta do one of those for that.
When the
Yeah,
EPA, when the
clap.
EPA mattered, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it doesn't quite.
Everything's
It's
changing.
sketchy right now. Things
Yeah.
are sketchy right now. That's
Yeah.
all we'll say about that. So I just
Yeah.
want to first and foremost say, before we get into any more with Samita about Film Biz Recycling, is this set. You're a former what set?
Designer.
Yeah, designer. Yeah.
Designer.
She designed sets in the past. Well, she designed this set here for the Kennedy Koch Show, and I think this is one of my favorite. This is an act. Look, it's like a nighttime talk show. So very good job on this. The microphones. I mean,
thank you.
everything's great. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that background kind of led into the making and the starting of Film Biz Savannah. Now, and how long have you guys been open?
We've been open in Savannah. It's a year and a month.
Year and a month.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Our anniversary falls on Earth Day.
Okay.
We were open on Earth Day.
Was that planned?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's awesome.
Everything is.
So the moment you decided, I want to do Film Biz Savannah, we call it the jump moment. When
to
did?
bring it back to Savannah really is a little bit.
Yeah, because you moved
more
away
about
for a
your
little
jump
bit.
moment.
You,
Yeah.
you went up north. You did the Brooklyn thing, and you were
Yeah.
doing all kinds of exciting stuff up there. So did the Brooklyn thing that have something to do with the jump moment for what's going on here now?
Of
Obviously,
course.
yeah.
Okay. So Film Biz Recycling was a nonprofit that was in Brooklyn for 8 years. That's when it won its EPA award.
Right.
There it was mostly a retail space.
Okay.
And I worked on a bunch of different projects in New York, and one of my last ones was being in charge of a warehouse full of set decorations for the Americans. I was really good at keeping tabs on everything.
How big is a warehouse like that?
Oh God, they had a few.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thousands of square feet.
Yeah, I mean we're in 2,500 square feet here.
Right.
It was easily
10 or
5,
20.
6 times bigger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's just one. They had,
Right,
a couple
right.
others.
Like you said, they have a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I was really good at just keeping track of everything, but also keeping track of what was happening in the film industry in Savannah because I wanted to come back. I had a house here. I loved it here.
Yeah. how can you not
Plus, Savannah
want to
just
come back to
has
Savannah?
that.
Feel.
Like we moved away once before too,
Yeah, I
and
remember.
like it was pulling us back,
the
and we came back.
magnetic
It's just
pull.
that's the way.
Yeah.
That's the way it works around here. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
So
the
you knew
vision in
that.
the head,
You almost
yeah.
knew that when you were up in with
yeah.
plans to come back.
That I would
Yeah.
eventually come back.
Awesome.
And so I knew about Film Biz Recycling, and it had closed its doors because the rent got too damn high. And so I wrote to the woman because I liked what she did about keeping stuff out of the landfills, creating inventory with stuff that was just gonna be thrown away.
Utilizing
Yeah,
it as much
reuse,
as
reuse,
possible.
reuse.
Yeah.
That alone is a metaphor for art in my book. Taking things and making something out of it.
yeah.
That you know what I mean.
important.
That is art to me.
Yeah.
So kind of what you're doing here is a big form of art, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's great.
I'd love to partner with that Revival Society. Have
Yep,
you guys talked?
yep.
Have you seen it? Okay, so they're just making art out of trash.
Yeah.
You know.
Super cool.
Clinton used to do that on the first Friday art marches. They used to have that clean up the Starland district, find all the garbage, and then make a big piece of art out of it. I always thought that was great to clean up the neighborhood. You know?
Heidelberg
Yeah.
Projects Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Heidelberg
Yeah.
Projects too. Wow, we're name dropping a lot of stuff here.
But okay, so you
Yeah.
wrote the lady.
So I wrote her and I asked her to lunch. She said fine. You know,
Absolutely.
said yeah. And I at that lunch was just gonna pick her brain about how she got to do what she was doing, and
How she built it
basically
up
just
and,
like
give me some
I'm
info.
I'm not really into reinventing the wheel if somebody's already done like the
Right.
R&D
And it
for
works.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, this worked for years, but then the market,
Got
the
too hot.
real
Yeah, the
estate,
numbers switched.
So, took her to lunch, and by the end of that meeting, she basically was like, "Do you want film biz?" Like,
Wow.
and
Amazing.
and I didn't.
I can see it on your face
Yeah,
right now.
I
That
was
was
like-
your jump moment. do I want it? Yeah. And you obviously decided.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, we continued our conversation. Like, she took me to her apartment. We were there for hours, and just I'd never met the woman in my life.
And she knew she had her connection with you too. You want to give it to somebody who cares about it.
Yeah.
Who's gonna
And
take
so
it.
that's basically she
Do you think she
felt
was
that.
grooming you for those couple hours? She's like, I really want Samita to have it. You know, she was learning about you
was
too. You know what I
meant
mean?
to be.
Ooh.
I
So cool.
Yeah, I had no idea that was
Yeah.
going to happen.
That's
And so
awesome.
I called my fiance at the time and was just like, I guess we're going to move to Georgia, back to
That's
Savannah.
one of the clearest.
With all this stuff.
That's one of the clearest jump moments on the Kennedy Koch Show ever. It's so clear. I seen it happening. Like, she revisited the jump moment. Yeah, that was pretty
So
awesome.
Yeah.
exciting, though. How
It was-
things happen when things are meant to be, it really does just happen.
Yeah, it was insane. It was insane.
Yeah.
So she had to bring it to the board, and then we finally voted and said, you're now the president or whatever. I chose my title
Right.
because it was like during like the election and stuff like that. I was
Yeah.
like, at least there'll be like one lady president
Somewhere.
I love it. Yeah. I'll take my small victories where I can. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, very
Yeah.
cool. So that's a very clear jump moment for Film Biz Recycling and Prop Shop. Now, what is the difference between what you're doing here at Film Biz Recycling and what others may be doing that's like this, or is there others that are doing this in our area?
Okay, so we are the Savannah's first and only prop house.
Okay.
So there's
And
not
that
another.
And I just want to for the information for people, you can rent and get Samita to decorate your, not just props for movies, but weddings, VIP parties. I mean, you do any type of event. We were recently at a wedding where your stuff was there, and you had these beautiful antique couches and little table rug setups outside in the lawn, and it was
Well, I can't take credit for the
fabulous.
design of that. That was
Yeah.
her wedding planner.
But still,
but
you
yeah,
put it all together, and I
yeah.
have no doubt you could definitely design some setups like that. Look at this
Yeah.
one.
I know this is. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. This is the most well put together set on the Kennedy Koch Show.
So, okay,
yes.
so the prop angle, yes.
Yeah.
All those things.
But prop house that's done. That's a nonprofit filled with stuff that's been donated. Is I don't know that there's another one like that.
That
In the
Yeah,
world.
because this is
Yeah.
all donations
Yeah.
here at Film Biz Recycling.
Which
So
is
yeah.
the second thing that you do here is if you have donations, stuff lying around, maybe stuff you don't know how to sell, or you don't know where to go, or you don't really know if you can get value out of it, but you don't want to throw it away.
Yeah, consultations. I'm sure
Right.
you guys, people can come in here and chat with you guys about.
But it's
about
also,
certain
I mean,
things.
there are other resources for that in town. I don't want to say where you would take your stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely, yeah.
But here, it's a little bit more transparent.
Yes.
It's gonna get reused in the community. Maybe it'll get resold to help me pay the rent on my space here.
Right.
But that's
So there's a big sense of community in that too.
Of course, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's very cool. So the difference, really, what I'm getting is there's nobody doing this, and that's a hole here in Savannah that you have filled, and I
Yeah.
think that's a great angle for Film Biz Recycling.
Of course,
there's
yeah.
not too many people doing it. So
no.
go you and your beautiful set here. Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks, yeah.
And you're also, we touched a little bit. You're a nonprofit.
Yep.
Right. So that you have to know that. And where can we find you online? Where can we look up Film Biz Recycling?
Film Biz Recycling.org.
Look, it's right behind her, prepared. Look at that.
So with the nonprofit aspect, also always looking for volunteers. If you need community service hours. If you just want to come hang out and help out, this is a really cool place to check out. I'm sure that you can always use hands.
Community
push
service.
and pull in and
Say that I got in trouble and I had some community service hours to fill. I could come here and volunteer some time, and I would
Yes.
get some credit for that.
Yes, yes.
That makes it a little easier to get in trouble. No, I'm just But that's really cool, man. You know, you got
Yeah.
community service. Definitely hit these guys up. You guys could use the
and-
volunteer help over here. You're
Well,
building a lot of stuff over
it kind
here.
of it kind of runs into, you know, eventually I would like to get to a point where like I'm not getting paid. Nobody here is getting paid right now.
Right.
Nonprofit
But
from the
to be
start.
able to like pull a little bit of some income, whatever that may be, at some point, but also to hire folks. And my plan is to hire folks like, you know, convicted felons,
The
stuff like that.
rehab
Oh,
type
yeah.
situations.
That's great.
Yeah, because I know a few people that are having a really, really hard time. And
I can only imagine as a convicted felon or felon how hard of a time for normal folks that didn't go through that. It's a tough time to find a job out there, you know. So you have to be sympathetic towards that. I think that's a great aspect of what you're
Yeah.
doing, because everybody needs to work.
yeah,
you know.
eventually we'll get there.
Yeah.
This whole thing to me is just such a communal project too. That's what it's all about. As a team, we can have these resources to say, hey, oh, you need something, here it is. Let's not just be so quick to dump and throw stuff out. And
Yeah, because let's face it, we're real quick to dump things in a landfill, and like that's the beautiful thing about this. And honestly, what we've been doing lately is buying other people's used stuff,
Yeah.
and it keeps it out of the landfills, because we don't need, especially plastics in the ocean. That's a whole other episode. We will not get into that right now. But that's it. That's pretty much it for the
the
Kennedy
last
Koch
thing
Show
I want
here.
to say, follow along. You've got really cool social media pages
Thank you,
from
thank you.
Facebook
The
and
Instagram is my
Instagram. I know,
favorite.
it's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
follow
It's also
along.
my favorite.
And
Yeah.
that's where you get the info on when the big yard sales are and super fun events.
Yeah, sign up
coming
for our newsletter on our website.
newsletter on the website right there. Well, thank you, Samita, so much. Thank you guys so much for watching our episode.
You can check us out on livelikeLocals.tv. You can also check us out on Patreon. That's patreon.com/The Kennedy Koch Show.
And just in case you want a little bit more of the Kennedy Koch Show, you can tune in Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. To our radio station, 107.5 WRUU.
That's WRUU.org if you want to stream it online. Or you can follow us on all social media
Any
platforms.
of our links, find us. We have them all.
Look us up. We love interacting. And join us next week for another episode of The Kennedy Koch Show, where we're showcasing Savannah's oddities.